Hello everyone. Today our topic, the first topic is business ethic. In this topic, we learned ethic issue in business and why ethic in business and integrity of is ethic issue in business and what is the business ethic. I think the most important thing is next factors. The first one is the two character of business ethic. And the first one, tell people what they ought to do and set a principle of rules. And second one is what is ethic? Ethic and religion, ethic and social responsibility, and ethic to level of concerns. And third one is four important ethic questions. What is ethic? And what ought to be? What do we got from what is to what ought to be? What is our motivation of acting ethically? And last one is I think it is most important one, the four concepts of ethic: relativism, egoism, utilitarianism, and denotorialism. So that's all. Thank you.
First introduced by Clayton Christensen, the term disruptive technologies describes innovations which create new markets and thus disrupt existing ones by replacing existing technologies. It usually improves the product in unexpected ways. Where would our society be today without electricity, cars, airplanes, Netflix, smartphones, and so many more? However, not all disruptive technologies may necessarily be beneficial to everyone in society, as they bear unknown risks due to their novelty. A good example for a more doubtful disruptive technology is genetically modified food.
Corporate social responsibility and businesses in society. Corporate social responsibility or CSR refers to business practices that advantage society. A business CSR can incorporate a wide assortment of strategies, from giving a segment of an organization's returns to charity to executing greener and ethical business operations. There are a few broad categories of social responsibility that many of today's businesses are practicing. They are environmental efforts, charity, ethical labor practices, and volunteering. CSR is becoming more mainstream as forward-thinking companies implant sustainability into the core of their business operations to create shared value for businesses and society. For example, Tom's Shoes is a notable example of a company with CSR at its core. The company donates one pair of shoes to a child in need for every pair a customer purchases. Stakeholders and businesses in society. A stakeholder is any individual or organization that is affected by the activities of a business. They may have a direct or indirect interest in the business and may be in contact with the business on a daily basis or may just occasionally. The main stakeholders are employees, shareholders, customers, suppliers, government, banks, and other financial institutions. Companies are motivated to become more socially responsible because their most important stakeholders expect them to understand and address the social and community issues that are relevant to them. The perspectives of stakeholders play a very important role in shaping the organization's socially responsible activities, as the organization leadership should recognize the needs of its stakeholders in order to function effectively.
Hi guys, and today we will talk about the culture of negotiation and economics of cruises in my part. Firstly, what is economics of cruises? Economics of cruises is about the, the problem, the risk, or for example, the economic generation is decreased, or because the problem is about the, the, the financial problem. For example, in 2008, the Lehman Brothers was closed down, and then it had an economic crisis. And the other is about the culture of negotiation. Culture of negotiation is means a different culture. How the negotiation, we should talk about for example, the different races, different in culture is different races, different language, and then they have a different style. For example, the Chinese with the Western people, the Eastern and Western people, they will also have the different style for negotiation. For example, Chinese people, they were more focused in how with the friendship. For the Western people, they were more focused in about the terms and conditions. That's why they will be a little bit different for the different culture. Okay, thank you. This is the end of my part.
So a good business ethics is all about developing trust and maintaining it. You do this so the organisation flourishes and maintains its good reputation. So trust is vital with 3 different parties: suppliers, customers, and between your employees. You achieve this by avoiding bad practices. These can include bribery, coercion, insider trading, a conflict of interest, or unfair discrimination. You also have to maintain good ones, whether this is a principle of fairness, all stakeholders being treated the same, clear communication, and little bureaucracy, etc. So why does it happen in the first place? Well, people are tempted by bad practices, whether this is a company's culture to meet unrealistic deadlines or targets, a pressure to earn profits, or whether it's a one person's greed. But you can avoid this easily. If you stick to good practices, you can avoid legal action, maintain your strong public image, and promote your employee growth. Now, how do you achieve this? You do this using an ethical code of conduct, ethical committees. You could even have penalties for poor ethics, and I could go on. And all this will benefit your organisation, in particular its brand and reputation. Now on to globalisation. This refers to the growing integration of economies and societies, made possible by the rapid advances in communication technologies. However, the effects of this have triggered controversy. Now, proponents consider market liberalism as highly productive. It has been shown to raise living standards worldwide and favours innovation. However, the critics also have points that globalisation creates inequalities, as shown by most of the wealth, even more so, being attributed to the top 1%. It creates a loss of jobs and causes environmental degradation. However, it definitely creates a wider markets for trade, allowing even the smallest of businesses to target a global market, an expanding array of tradables, and larger private capital inflows, while also allowing everyone improved access to technology. Unfortunately, this is dominated by few powerful actors with selfish interests, that being the largest companies, who can target bigger markets, get cheaper prices through suppliers, and therefore dominate even more.